Here we are on day 7, cracking open whiskey number 7 from the Advent calendar. And today we've got a really cool whiskey, I think, overall, from the distillery from Cameronbridge. Now, these guys are based in Fife in Scotland, and they've been around since 1824. Now, in 1824, they were originally called The Hague. Now, 6 years later, in 1830, they were the first distillery in the world to introduce and use column stills. Now, column stills, for the better part, where these are up to 6 stories tall, and what they're very renowned for is being continuous. So rather than a pot still where you run single batches through, what we do with the wash for a column still is pretty much continuously run the wash into it, and it goes up through the plates in the column and comes out a really light alcohol at the top. Super floral, some lovely fruit notes, but it comes out at about 95% overall. Now, this particular distillery, they are literally the biggest producer of grain whiskey in Scotland. They're producing, I think, about 5 times as much whiskey than any other single malt distillery in Scotland overall. And to see this whiskey, the reason why it's really quite pale is any grain whiskey that comes out of this distillery usually goes into casks that have already held whiskey numerous times overall. So there's less tannin to come out of the cask and less oak influence to really affect the colour overall. Now, let's have a look at it. On the nose, some nuttiness coming through, some tropical fruits, and you definitely see a touch of floral as well coming from the spirit. On the palate, oh, really creamy. You see awesome sweetness on that too. Some lovely tropical fruit notes again, and the finish, it's great. The creaminess, a bit of buttered popcorn, and I think the lovely vanilla's coming through from the oak. So, really cool whiskey, 27 years old, and hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. And we'll catch you here tomorrow for whiskey number 8.